Citi News.
It's midday. Hello, good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are live from our studios at number 11 Dr. Martin Loop in at Dabraka, Accra. The news is also live on all our partner stations across the country and around the world. We are live on citinewsroom.com. My name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa, and this afternoon I'm here with
Caleb Kuda.
Coming up, elections underway in part of the Ashanti and Eastern regions, where the Electoral Commission rescheduled Tuesday's district-level elections.
They were able to comply with their timing. Exactly 7 o'clock, people were around who were ready to do everything as they have the duty to do for their community.
Also coming up, Ghanaian drivers on ride-hailing services expresses unhappiness with a recent directive by the Ghana Revenue Authority to enforce a vehicle income tax on ride-hailing vehicle owners starting January 1, 2024.
This issue is a surprise to all of us. Looking at it, we don't really know which association or which people they contacted before they are coming out with this. Just imagine today, when you are working, 50% of our money goes into fraud.
Still ahead, we'll bring you up-close conversation with IRA's Tyrone Magai after his impressive performance in the just-ended WASI.
After a while, I think I grew into the Achimotan community because we see you and yes, we acknowledge, that's Tyrone Magai. He's a student over here. Unlike first, that's the Rasta guy.
And later, I will tell you all you need to know about Situation 2023 if you have already booked your seat for the official Christmas party.
A lot of people in the gospel industry do not understand. I mean, especially for a situation like this, when they play the ad, I had my friends call me back. Why are you on Situation? We know Situation is a circular event. And I'm like, well, we are called to the world. And I like the planning of Citi FM.
All that and more on Citi Prime News, which is live across the 16 regions of the country. In the Western region, we are live on Premier FM 100.5 in Takoradi and Beach FM 105.5 also in Takoradi. Bono region, this is Greener FM 95.9 in Sunyain. Ashanti region, Orange FM 107.9 in Kumasi. Volta region, Akwini Radio 96.7 in Pando. Heritage FM 107.3 in Hohoi. Northern region, Dasuma FM 99.1 in Yendi. Upper East, Word FM 88.3 in Zuarungu. Upper West, we are live on West Link 88.1 in Laura. And in the Northeast region, we are live on Eagle FM 94.1 in Wali Wali.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Grateful for choosing us. Now, voting is underway in 20 districts of the Eastern region, where the district assembly elections were put on hold due to some technical challenges. Election materials arrived early today, enabling voting to start at 7 a.m. at the Adreso Estate Housing Polling Center in the New Drabin South Municipality, where over 800 eligible voters are expected to vote. Over 30 people had finished the process as of 8:30. At the Esuofriso electoral area in Betum, 107 electorate out of a total of 700 had gone through the process as of 10:15 a.m. A number of aspirants who have been speaking to Citi News blamed the low turnout on the postponement of the exercise.
So far it's been peaceful, it's been smooth, and we pray that it goes on like this to the end of the polls at 5. So far so good, not bad. Today is a market day. And looking at our market days, people really would want to go and make some money and come back to their various homes. So it is literally partly due to the postponement and partly due to the fact that today is a market day. In 3 or 4, the turnout might be able to, it will go a bit higher than what we are experiencing as it stands now.
So far everything is going on smoothly. And they were able to comply with their timing. Exactly 7 o'clock, people were around who were ready to do everything as they have the duty to do for their community.
In terms of turnout, tell us about it.
The turnout is very, very low because of the date they change. So it has really put so many people back because, you see, really they don't have time participating in this assembly election. And what happened also distracts so many people, and they are not coming as they came the other day. But all that we are praying for is that they should get time and forget about everything and get time for us. And for the love of the community, they should come and choose who they think can manage their community for them.
Those were some assembly member aspirants speaking to Citi News in the Eastern region. Let's go live to the Esuofriso electoral area in Koforidua, where my colleague Neoni Amate Kanako is standing by. Good afternoon to you, Neil. Thank you for joining us again. What is the current situation at the electoral area where you are?
Thank you very much, Awa. Now, currently at the Esuofriso electoral area in the Newsroom municipality, where voting is still ongoing. What I can report is that the electoral materials this time around came very early on time. And as I'm observing, everything is in order here. The only challenge happens to be with the low turnout here at the area. Because today happens to be market day in the New Japan municipality. Now, market days are normally on Mondays and Thursdays. And today also happens to be the last market day until we enter the festive season. So we are currently recording low turnout in this particular area. I have with me here one of the aspirants who is seeking to lead the people here at the Esuofriso electoral area. He happens to be Nanaya Odebra. We'll quickly talk to him, engage him, and then find out what has been his observation so far. Nanaya, welcome to Citi Prime News. Thank you. Tell us, what has been your observation so far?
So far, so good. The number that the turnout we were expecting, we are not getting the number, but we are hoping that before 5 o'clock, at least we should get 50% of the voters registered people in the Esuofriso to come vote and or exercise their franchise. But as of now, because of what happened on Tuesday, it's been very difficult for us to call most of the voters to come out from their various institutions, their various homes to come vote, because today is a market day for the people of New Japan municipality, and everybody is seeking for revenue because we are entering to the festive season that you are supposed to get enough revenue and enough liquidity to have fun with your family and your friends.
All right. So are you attributing the low turnout basically to the postponement of the election on that is 19th December?
Yes, because even if you read the Bible in Ecclesiastes, the Bible makes us understand that there is time for everything. People took their leave, people took time out of their busy schedule to come vote on the 19th. They've already planned, they've already made their schedule. But what happened was that the election was being cancelled in the mid-morning, which was very bad because they've left their various institutions, their various organizations and homes to come vote, and they get to the premises. They said the election will be held on the 21st of December, which is very bad. But all the same, we are still praying that we get a good turnout for the people of Esuofriso and New Japan as well.
Are you confident?
I'm very confident that I'll win this election. Inshallah, by the grace of the Almighty God and the Holy Spirit, I'll surely win. And by 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'll become the winner for the next 4 years in my administration. And I hope that I will not disappoint the people of Esuofriso. I will deliver as I did in the years ago, and I'll continue to deliver to the people of Esuofriso because Esuofriso is on my heart, and I really love all of them. Thank you.
Okay. So that was Nanaya Odebra, who happens to be the incumbent assemblyman seeking for re-election. Now his main contender is also here with me. That is Fossen. Fossen, what has been your observation so far?
Okay, my observation so far is that the elections has been okay, has been going through. The only problem I'm having here is my incumbent is trying to use its people to, overtake me when people are coming, trying to campaign on ground. But because it's a political game, you can't do much about it. But I'm also trying my best. And I believe that at the end of the elections, I'll also be crowned as victory because we all came for victory. No matter what the election goes, Nanaya is my own person, and we are all Ghanaians. But I hope by 5:30 we'll deliver victory.
All right. So thank you very much, Forsen. So one interesting thing that I noticed here whilst I've been observing this particular election here at SU Free Electoral area is three people are currently contesting this particular seat in the area. And when I came, you can see the unity among these particular three guys. While ago, they were even sharing some sticks of banana together here, and it's been joy throughout. Now, in terms of security, I would say the Ghana Police Service and other sister service personnel have been top-notch. I've been to other areas where the counter-terrorism unit and then other persons, that is even from the fire service, the military and other stations are patrolling all the polling centers in the New Durban South Municipality and the New Durban North Municipality. And similar incidents are also, similar patrols are also ongoing currently in all the other districts where the elections are currently underway in the Eastern region.
Grateful for those updates. That was our correspondent in the Eastern region, Neoni Amati Kanako. Let's now go to the other region, which is the Ashanti region. Our colleague in that region is Hafiz Tijani, and he joins us live as well. Good afternoon to you, Hafiz. Thank you for your time. Where exactly are you now?
Okay, so I have moved from the Asafo electoral area and have visited a number of stations, and the voting is ongoing. So within the Kumasi metropolis, we have the Apraman electoral area, the Ishaisu electoral area, the Aswansi West electoral area, and then Sokoban Daban, as well as the Asaf electoral area that were exempted from the voting on Tuesday. But today they are casting. Voters are going to the various stations to cast their ballot, and they were disappointed according to them. But today the voting is ongoing, and their expectations are that the winner of this election, both the unit committee and the assembly member positions, will ensure that sanitation issues are addressed, crime issues within their electoral areas are also addressed, and issues about poor road network, talk of the potholes within these electoral areas will be addressed. So though they were disappointed that they were not able to vote on Tuesday, but today they are voting because they want these key issues within their communities to be addressed. That's why they are coming out in their numbers to vote for whoever is contested. So in the morning, when we visited some of the areas, the turnout was still low, but for now, people are now leaving their various workplaces and business centers to come to the various centers to vote. And there were late arrival of ballot materials at some of the stations, so the process started late at some of the polling centers we visited this morning. And what assembly members, especially for the Asafo area, they are doing is that the aspirants, the unit committee and assembly members, they are going around the houses and the business centers. They are using PA address systems to appeal to people to go to the various centers to cast their ballots. So the assembly members themselves who are contesting in this election are going to the various houses within the areas to appeal to the people to come and vote. So that is making the number go out a bit. But in the morning, people were still reluctant to vote because they said they were disappointed they were able to take part in the election on Tuesday.
Grateful for your time. That was our Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani bringing us up to speed in centers where elections were put on hold by the Electoral Commission on Tuesday. Caleb will bring us other stories.
Yes, I will. I don't know how you got here because I saw you on the TV in Chesano a few minutes ago.
Yes.
So how did you come?
I used both.
Oh, okay. Ride-hailing app.
Yes, please.
Good. So the ride-hailing drivers in Ghana are not too happy, especially with the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA. They're saying the GRA made a recent announcement regarding the enforcement of a vehicle income tax on ride-hailing vehicle owners starting from January 1. 2024. So the GRA in a press release indicated that commercial vehicle owners will have to pay income tax on the operation every quarter. Now, reacting to the announcement, the drivers who operate services such as Uber, Yango, Bolt, which you used, among others, say they are already saddled with the escalating fuel price and high cost of living. Speaking to Citi News, President of the Uber Drivers Association, Wisdom Kwenu, expressed disappointment in the government's failure to engage them over the decision.
This issue is a surprise to all of us. Looking at it, we don't really know which association or which people they contacted before they are coming out with this. Just imagine today when you are working, 50% of our money goes into fuel and 25% go into the platform. And the 25% that is left for the driver and the owner of the car and maintenance. I don't know if that is what they are coming to eat from, because it's very surprising. Today, you see somebody whose car is spoiled. He can't fix the car. It becomes a problem. Many Uber drivers today are home looking for different jobs, trying to switch from what they are doing to another because it has become more difficult. So with these issues, we are not really happy about it. We are not happy. We want the government to contact us, to talk to us, group us, and let us share our problems with him so that he will know before bringing out taxes. Because we are suffering. We have nothing. We are suffering. All drivers are suffering today in Ghana. If your car spoils within 3 days, it means that you should go and look for something else to get money to it. Why should it be so when you are working? My sister, this issue is something we are not happy with.
Howard, that was Wisdom Kwenu. He's the president of the Uber Drivers Association.
Well, we'll live to see. January 1 is just around the corner. This is still the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM stories. We've been bringing you this elections underway in parts of the Ashanti and Eastern regions, where the Electoral Commission rescheduled Tuesday's district-level elections. And you just heard from the ride-hailing app drivers expressing their unhappiness with the recent directive by the Ghana Revenue Authority to enforce a vehicle income tax on ride-hailing vehicle owners starting January 1. Still to come, we bring you up-close conversation with IRA's Tyrone Magai after his impressive performance in the just-ended WASI. Please don't go away.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Are you ready to party? We'll lighten up the city on the 24th of December 2023 with the biggest all-white outdoor party, Situation 2023. It's time to unwind as the year draws to a close with a mix of delicious cocktails, good food, and the best DJs to give you back-to-back hits to keep you on your feet amidst some incredible performances by the Chin Chin Band and not your regular DJ, DJ Flingo. The God MC Manifest, the dynamic duo Keche, the crooner Kwabua, the rap doctor Ochiame Kwame, and the spirit-filled Perez Music. Get ready to let it all down and party your stresses away on Christmas Eve at the Situation All White Outdoor Party. Date 24th December 2023. Venue La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Time 8 p.m. Dress code, it's an all white affair. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 for your table bookings and seats. Make reservations now and come have an unrivaled experience with the most extraordinary party to end all parties this Christmas Eve. The Situation All White Party 2023 is powered by Citi TV and 97.3 Citi FM in collaboration with GCB mobile app, and it's proudly sponsored by Chic and Grill, Belle Eyes, Verve du Vernet, Cartel Events and Rentals, Ebony Condoms, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, and Series.
She dey give me pressure. Myself and the wonder.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Now, President Akufo-Addo says he has never intervened in the ongoing investigation against former Sanitation and Water Resources Minister Cecilia Abna-Dapaah. The president says the special prosecutor has been independent since investigations began. Speaking at the launch of the evaluation of Ghana's National Anti-Corruption Action Plan at the Jubilee House, President Akufo-Addo said he has never intervened in the investigation of his appointees.
No evidence or allegation has been forthcoming that the executive, i.e. myself as president, has made any attempt to influence the outcome of any of these investigations. The latest episode involving the former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, the Honorable Cecilia Abna-Dapaah, is evident for all to see. I am not aware of any government in the Fourth Republic subjecting so many of its officials to such investigations and inquiries. At the same time, several officials of the previous Mahama administration, such as William Matthew Tete Tevi and Haji Salifu Mimaina Osman and Eugene Bafo Boni, in the infamous $4 million United States dollar NCA scandal, have been tried and convicted of various corruption-related offenses in several others, including Dr. Stephen Upuni, the former CEO of Cocoa Board, and the Honorable Cassiel Atuforson, the minority leader in Parliament, are standing trial as we speak.
That was President Akufo-Addo.
Construction has begun on the Asase Kokroko Road in the Okra district of the Eastern Region after tomato farmers in the area complained that their produce has been going bad due to the poor nature of the road. The farmers say truck drivers are hesitant to use the bad roads to the farm gates, leading to the destruction of their produce. District Chief Executive for Okra, Daniel Nana Ado Kenneth, says Citi News' work started. Tells Citi News that work started last Monday.
Exactly 18th of this month, which is Monday, the contractor reported back to site. As we speak, grading work is ongoing, starting from Konko towards Asase Koko to Kwamoso. The chief of Asase Koko has also given him a land where he's winning gravels to come and do the work and filling. So as promised, the contractor is back to site. Work is ongoing, and you can send your reporters to the Asase Koko Road, Kwamoso Road, to go and inspect the work that's ongoing. Almost every major road in our rural setting has been given on contract, and its work is ongoing. So the Krutiasi Road, which links the Asase Road, Koko Road, has been given on contract, and work is ongoing. Very soon, it's going to be bitumen. From Asase Koko Road, you get to a point where it's Bewase. From Bewase to Baware to Abineria is where there's a challenge.
The DCE also gave updates on other roads under construction in the district.
There's a program that government has brought under the local government ministry, which is Ghana Productive Safety Net, which combines the use of manual labor and equipment to be able to make the road motorable and make it a good feeder road. The road has also been captured, and then the contractor processes have begun, and very soon the contractor are given, the one who wins the bid will be given the contract to go back to site. Then we have one that is from Enchenwa to Paul Kope to Deveme. That has also been captured under the same program. And there's one from Agutiteku, which is with border town with the Yellow Kobo area. That has also been captured at the same, under the same program. Then there's a Krakojo to Galukope to Aquatin down to Ko. That has also been captured. So as we speak, within the next few months, by the first quarter of 2024, almost all these roads will be tackled. And then it will bring a lot of relief to our people and farmers as well.
Daniel Nanado Kenneth is the District Chief Executive for Okre.
The Ghana National Association of Teachers (NAT) is urging the West Africa Examination Council (WAEC) to make public the findings of candidates whose results were withheld due to the use of artificial intelligence. The Examination Council has disclosed that it withheld results from candidates in 235 schools who submitted answers generated by AI. But speaking to Citi News, the General Secretary of the Association, Thomas Musa, said making the findings public is key as the emergence of AI as a cheating method poses a significant challenge that needs to be addressed.
if you look at how AI functions carefully, it will be difficult, if not impossible, if a well-organized system is not in place to carry this thing out. Because you see, the child is using pen and paper. To get the AI done, it means that there is a phone in the room there. When children are using pen and paper, how did AI enter the room there? We want to know from WAEC. AI doesn't have legs. Human being will have to carry AI to the room. So who carried the AI to the room? Who actually operated the AI in the room there? We want to know. For you to come and say that you can have circumstantial evidence based upon which you can make such conclusions. And if you base your argument on circumstantial evidence and you make such conclusions, you draw all kinds of criticisms onto yourself. Because there are IT aspects around, and everybody now, look, since this thing broke out, people are asking, how did it happen?
That was a General Secretary of NAT, Thomas Musa. Now, the Rastafarian student whose admission to the Achimota School became a subject of controversy 2 years ago has scored 8 A's in this year's WASSCE. But what many do not know is that Ira's Tyrone Magai, who was earlier denied admission on account of his dreadlocks, scored 1,500 in the SAT, setting him up for a great career in computer engineering in any university of his choice around the world. Citi News' Caleb Kuda sat with Tyrone Magai to reflect on his journey.
Behind me is the back of Achimota School. I'm very close to the school, and this facility where I'm about to enter serves as a school or remedial place for young students who want to sit for SAT, TOEFL, and things like that. Now, the owner of this place gave this place to Ira's Tyrone Magai, the Rastafari young boy who was denied admission to Achimota School on condition that he cuts off his dreads. So this has literally been home to him in the last 3 years, where he's been a day student at Achimota School. He is graduated tops of his class, with flying colors. And so we're here to have a conversation with him and find out how life has been for him since he went to Achimota School. Congratulations, though. I saw your video. You were ecstatic.
Yeah, I was so excited. At the point of checking, I was like, maybe I should check this alone and then later I'll process and tell them. But I could tell from their eyes that don't be take of it.
Don't try.
Don't try. I'll be asleep and then they'll come wake me up. Tyrone, wake up. And we kind of pride ourselves with the schools we went to. So they'll come and tell you, wake up. Some guy be from my school, backbencher. Got 8 A's. I went. They came to call me, and when I got there, they were all ready. Cameras are on. Check this thing today.
And finally, when you had that 8 A's, was it sweet relief? Or you were not surprised? Because you've been an A student, quite honestly, from basic school.
Yeah, I have to admit, because earlier in the morning, I woke up and I was like, this is something I do. Even for the BEC, I'll kind of write the scores I think I'll get, and then hope to, get it because I wrote it. So I have to be honest, I wrote 7 A's. There was a B somewhere.
Which subject gave you the doubt?
English.
For Achimota to happen the way it did, your life has never been the same, has it?
No, it has never been the same. Because the way I used to relate with everyone, at first when I meet someone, I know you are a stranger, I'm also a stranger. But now, I'm not too sure if I'm also a stranger. That's one thing. So the way you relate with them, you're not too sure if that's the genuine.
If you can trust people, right?
So it kind of gives that trust issue.
Let's talk about life in Achimota School. Okay. How was that like? After the lawsuit.
All right.
Where the court said they were wrong not to have admitted you, and even later we heard the Attorney General mention that he was going to challenge that decision. The school said they were going to appeal that. Did all that have a toll on your mental health?
I don't know if it was supposed to, But what I told myself was that now is not the time. So because I know that certain things can be changed. If you sit around telling yourself that, this and that, and so you want to cry or what, so that was kind of one. And I also think the support from my parents and family was very essential.
Did you have a social life?
I did. The reason why I'm reacting that way is that my colleagues complain about that a lot. Because sometimes they'll mention something and I'm like, what's that? What's that? But then the thoughts and the ideas coming up,
philosophical,
something else. Within the school, one thing I couldn't do and finally couldn't do was going to the dining hall.
And there was this thing about, they do patois, they smoke weed, and he's going to turn the school into a weed smoking camp. You heard that?
Yes. I actually watched the memes and then it's interesting.
There are more eyes feasting on you than their memes.
Yes, everywhere. But then after a while, I think I grew into the Achimotan community because, we see you and yes, we acknowledge, that's Tyrone Magai, he's a student over here. Unlike first, that's the Rasta guy. It was two different things over there. A lot of.
Are you just an introvert or it was because of all that had happened?
Okay, I have to admit, I'm not an introvert in any way because I was very much extroverted, not until after the court case. Then, after, I would say 2 or 3 years forcing to be an introvert, it has kind of remained that way. Because when I'm indoors for a very long time, I feel like screaming.
Wrong, man.
Yes, this is not
missing
right.
out. Something is happening out there.
Yes, but when you go out, you're like, I have to go back inside.
What's the future looking like for Ira's Tyrone Magai?
In Ghana, then it's Ashesi, it's academic city. In terms of courses, it will be computer science or computer engineering or electrical engineering. Yeah, those three stuff. As I always look at Columbia, I look at Harvard, I look at MIT. Yeah, those three schools, and then Cornell.
For his part, the executive director of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, whose institution played a key role in the legal tussle between Tyrus Iras Magai and the school, believes that his academic performance is a testimony to the fact that education authorities should focus on harnessing the potentials of individual students instead of focusing on conformity.
For me, it's a good news, and it also shows that once you can make use of the system, you should be able to get justice for people and those who deserve it. And for me too, it's a win for the kind of justice system that we have. And he has proven to be one of the guys that I can boldly speak about in terms of this outcome. Because when you see him, you will not assume. But when you talk to him, then you know that, yes, they got something to offer.
My name is Caleb Kuda, reporting for Citi Newsroom.
So, Caleb, you had that interaction with Tyrone Magai, who gained 8 A's in the just-ended WASSCE and 1,500 in the SAT he sat for. Absolutely. What else did he tell you in that conversation?
No, he told me about how one thing he never could do while he was in Achimota school was going to the dining hall because he felt that there was going to be like too many people focused on him, watching him, and he felt that the fork would just fall off his hands while he's eating. And yeah, it was a very revealing conversation. Of course, he also mentioned his options. He's applied to Ashesi University, academic city, where he's hoping to take up a course in computer science or engineering. But of course, globally, he's looking at the Columbias, the Yales, the Harvards, and all of that.
Tell us more about his stay during his 2 years in Achimota school. He spoke to you about that.
Yeah, he told me also that he's a day student. So because he's a day student, then he lived quite close to the school. There's a consult that trains or prepares students for the SAT. So the owner of the consult, who is Mr. Akins. He spoke very fondly of him, gave him space, so he was commuting from that end to campus. And he said because he was a day's student, there were some things on campus that he missed out on, but also for the boarders, then there's a new song in town, and because you're a boarder, you don't have a phone, you don't have access to it, and he knows it, and then they try to engage in that manner. But certainly his most memorable experience in Achimota School was being part of the National Science and Math Quiz, where he mentioned that most of them didn't have a social life and things like that. They were just meeting, and they were always having philosophical arguments about things they learned. And he also mentioned that they could sit and learn 20 hours straight. I thought that was wild. 20 straight hours sitting down and just studying because someone else next to you is doing more hours, so you have to. So it's a very competitive space. Pure genius, if you ask me. Solid guy.
Right. Thank you very much. What other stories do you have, Caleb? Well,
Howard, from Achimota School, let's go to the Council of Elders of the Convention People's Party, CPP, because they have reinstated Nana Akosua Frimpoma Sapon as the chairperson of the party. The National Executive Council of the party passed a vote of no confidence in all its national executives on Tuesday, December 5. This decision was taken during a meeting in Kumasi where the party asked all the national executives to resign or be removed from their respective positions. Akosua Kumankuma subsequently resigned from the party, but in a statement released by the Council of Elders, they insisted that the decision by NEC is unconstitutional and thus revoked the verdict.
The supposed decision by some members of NEC to set up the interim council after all business of the NEC is unconstitutional and is hereby revoked. The attempt to force the current chairperson and leader of the office is also unconstitutional. The Council of Elders have also become aware of the involvement of its former secretary, Comrade Subri Issa, in a fresh and called-for legal action against the chairperson and leaders of the party, supposed to have been triggered by the party to force her to resign her position unaccountably. Comrade Issa is therefore urged to immediately withdraw this unnecessary latest suit from the court. In view of this situation, the chairperson and leader is hereby urged to convene a central committee meeting to take quick remedial action to stem the further deterioration of the fortunes of the party.
You heard excerpts of a statement released by the Council of Elders of the Convention People's Party, CPP.
The Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, says the frequent power outages being experienced across the country is due to pressure on its transformers as a result of the festive season. Many customers across the country are experiencing daily power outages. However, the manager of external communications at ECG, Leila Abubakari, says the team is working to improve the network in areas where there is a surge during peak hours.
The holiday period is here and more people are home. Students are home from school. People have traveled to Ghana for festivities. So there's a lot of pressure on our network, more than the usual. So you'd find that transformers that usually would not trip are tripping automatically when it's overloaded because there are so many users on that particular transformer. We understand that this comes with the season, and we are working very hard to improve the network operations in most of our operational areas where we experience a surge in consumption during holiday seasons like Christmas. For now, we are pleading with our customers to bear with us that when the lights go off in your area, we do our very possible best to restore the power if the transformer does not restore automatically. We're going to be working throughout the holiday to be able to fix some of these power outages that our customers are experiencing. Rest assured that this is not anything to do with load shedding. We cannot afford to shed load. In fact, ECG is investing a lot into making sure that all our power suppliers are coming on board and on standby to meet our demand for the season.
That was the manager of external communications at ECG, Leila Abubakari.
Now, the Postal and Courier Service Regulatory Commission has underscored the importance of choosing registered courier operators for secure package delivery during the Christmas season, as data indicates an increased reliance on courier services. The Regulatory Commission is urging caution to ensure a safe and reliable delivery experience. Citi News' Philip Nilate has more in this report.
In recent times, courier services have become essential for various deliveries, including the convenience of having meals from restaurants delivered. The courier business is flourishing in Ghana, especially in major cities like Accra and Kumasi. Records from the Postal and Courier Service Regulatory Commission show 143 courier service operators in good standing. The Public Relations and Consumer Affairs Manager for the Postal and Courier Service Regulatory Commission, Ne Yeboah Edwin Begerson, provides insights.
Paper, we have 143 operators in good standing. When we say in good standing, we're talking about people who are duly recognized by the Commission to operate as courier service providers in 2023. There are other people who are working towards, renewing their licenses. And until they do that, we don't term them as operators in good standing. And we don't encourage people to do business with them because we're unable to vouch for them for this current year.
Mr. Begerson highlights the established nature of the courier business in Ghana, noting robust government measures in place for regulation.
We have a monitoring and standardization department. They go out there on a very regular basis to learn what is going on there. We also have, there's a consumer affairs unit as well. And complaints can come to us. We don't only wait for complaints to come to us anyway, but then when we see certain things that are not right, we, invite the operator involved to answer those questions. And like I said initially, where charges are applicable, we do that. We make sure that if a damage has occurred, if you didn't do what you had to do, you have to compensate the client, you do so. Because as part of your application process, you tell the commission in writing, and you sign up to that this is how I'm going to compensate someone for an item that is lost or destroyed. That's at all. So we have this collaboration with the Ghana Police. We go on field exercises regularly, and we clamp down the activities of such recalcitrant ones. And the cost they go through or the cost they have to pay is always to their disadvantage.
Operators acknowledge that festive seasons, particularly Christmas, are peak periods for sending gifts. Head of business at Shark Express, Rhoda Foley, emphasizes customer vigilance during the Christmas season when engaging courier services.
Actually, our peak period. This is when shopping increases. People want riders to move packages about for them. And in preparation for the peak period, what we do is to ramp up the supply. So before December, we make sure that we recruit enough riders to make sure the deliveries are successful, because we anticipate an increase. So the supply has to be enough to meet the demand. So I would urge consumers or customers to make sure that their deliveries are handled by registered courier companies, because, as I said, there are so many operators, but a lot of them are not registered. And if the company is not registered, tracing it is very hard. We know that in this season, we are dealing with a lot of packages. Some of them are sensitive. Some of them are also very important to make your Christmas a special one. And the last thing you want to happen is to lose a package. So it would be best to work with registered companies where you know that your safety is assured, the security is assured, reliability is also assured.
Dispatch rider Joseph Nwete sheds light on their operations in an interview with Citi News.
You register at the office. After you've registered, you'll be on the app. When the order will come pop up on your phone like a call. So after you've received it, the map will show you where you are going to. pick the order up and where you are going to drop it. So the customer's duty will be on it. Their phone number, their location, their name will be on it. Yeah, all over Labadi, Teshi, Usu, mostly Usu here, and Dansuman. After you've ordered the food, my picture will be on it. So if anything that I do badly, you can report me. You can easily report me to the office. Yeah, it's on the app. My picture will come, my phone number will come. So if maybe I react badly, you can report me, and they can easily block me.
Customers' criteria for selecting a courier operator are crucial.
When you order, the app will notify you that your person is coming with the food. So you monitor the person. Sometimes you give a call when the person is delaying. And then when I call, I also try to interact with them. I get to know your services. Sometimes you get some that are very nice. Some too, their customer service is very poor. Yes, so sometimes those are the things I consider. So if I order from your place and I realize that the customer service is good, definitely I'll recommend you to other people, and I'll also go back and then order more from you.
Ni Yeboah Edwin Begerson outlines precautions the public should take to avoid unwanted individuals during courier services, emphasizing the paramount importance of prioritizing security during this period.
There's a period within which some people who are not, the Christmas period where people have to go out. You look at the traffic that people find themselves in. They might want to stay home and place orders and have the courier companies deliver to them. But what we are saying, and we started saying this during the Black Friday and the, how do you call that one? This Cyber Monday. Is that it? That you need to be cautious. Once you've engaged the service of a courier operator, know the name of the operator you have engaged. Know certain things like the time the delivery is going to take place. Also, make yourself available at a location where you are not exposing yourself to danger. Do not open your door to anyone at all. If your doorbell rings and you know it isn't the time for your delivery, you need to be cautious. Now, don't also go on any website at all. Make sure that where you are going is somewhere that is legitimate, and the courier person, those that we regulate, is also a legitimate person.
During this festive period, it's obvious that you would be asking that your meal, that special food, that gift or package be delivered to you in your various homes by a courier service provider. But the regulatory body, that is the Postal and Courier Service Regulatory Commission, is asking you, the customer or the consumer, to be a little cautious of which courier service operator you are engaging for your own safety. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Philip Latte.
This is still the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. Still to come, we'll tell you all you need to know about Situation 2023 if you have already booked your seat for the official Christmas party on Sunday, December 24.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally.
Hi, my name is Stephen Appiah, the team coordinator of the Black Stars. I always like to keep hydrated naturally, every day, any day. S Natural Mineral Water does the trick.
Manufactured through a double purification process to produce pure, natural drinking water. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Now, performers billed to perform at this year's Situation All-White Outdoor Party have assured patrons of an enthralling performance. The annual end-of-year event is scheduled for Sunday, December 24 at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in Accra. Artists including Ochiame Kwame, Perez Music, Akwabwa, Keche and Manifest would be treating patrons to an unforgettable night. Appearing on the City Breakfast Show earlier today, gospel musician Perez Music promised patrons a highly spirited performance.
It takes a great deal of understanding and to be able to do such a thing, because a lot of people in the gospel industry do not understand. I mean, especially for a situation like this, when they play the ad, I had my friends call me back. My parents, why are you on situation? We know situation is a circular event. And I'm like, well, we are called to the world. Where they are gathered is where I want to be. Because at least one song, one ministration,
touch somebody.
It might not transform the person instantly at that place, but it can sow a seed.
Yes, please.
And I like the planning of Citi FM that I'm supposed to be on, like the transition between the 24th to Christmas Day.
Yes.
I think it's perfect.
So basically to usher them into the new year in the presence of God.
It's
so
a perfect
you
setting.
Understand that?
Yes, it's a perfect, and I think it's an assignment.
Yes, please.
That irrespective of the setting, and it's Citi FM. I mean, I trust the brand. I know it's not. I wouldn't have done this if it was any other brand doing it, but I trust the brand Citi.
Yes, please.
So I know the caliber of people that are going to be there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so for sure. I'm not shaking at all.
You heard gospel musician Perez Music. Now, the rap doctor Kwame Nsiapo, popularly known as Ochiame Kwame, who appeared on Breakfast Daily on Citi TV, for his part guaranteed patrons of a back-to-back performance of his hit songs.
It's going to be amazing. So, one, I only have 30 minutes and I've done 9 studio albums. It's like, so I'm just going to play my big hits, 6 of my big hits, and sing songs. So I want people to come with the expectation that they are coming to perform with me. So I'm not going to just perform and tell people to throw their hands up. No, I'm going to throw my hands up. And if they like it, they throw it along with me. So we are going to sing sad songs, we are going to sing happy songs, we are going to sing, rappy songs, high life songs, and it is just going to be musical. And I try my best that because there are other artists, I'm not going to make it an Ochiame Kwame concert. But that 30 minutes is going to be an Ochiame Kwame moment.
So you had the rap doctor, Ochiame Kwame. That's the head of events and partnerships, Frema Junior, Frema.
Wow.
3 days more.
Yeah, yes. We are very excited.
Yeah. So tell us more. What should we expect on Sunday?
Well, Perez has said so much. The rap doctor, Ochiame Kwame, has also said so much, and Akwabwa is also serenading us already. And I mean, where we are, we can only expect great experience. I don't know how to find the appropriate words to explain how people are going to feel.
Yeah, man.
You know, I mean, you have to come live the experience
Sharp.
and then find your own words to explain how you feel. But all I can say is it's really going to be a great party. You know, you come in there, you see everybody in their all white. I mean, we are all conformists, you know, so people will come in. Our caterers are ready. La Palm Royal Beach Hotel is ready. The grills, the drinks, sponsors. I mean, everyone. I think as it stands now, people are just waiting for the 24th and then just move their cars and come to La Palm.
Are there seats available or the seats are sold out?
Well, you know, there are a few tables.
The typical
available.
Ghanaian attitude.
Exactly.
Last
A lot of people have booked their tables, but I can also say on authority that many of these people will be disappointed. I mean, this is not what we wish for, but with the number of people who are booked.
Okay, you booked the table without making payments.
Exactly. So it's like you have not done anything.
Okay.
You know, because you just can't go to the market and tell the woman that this tomato is
Close
for
enough
me.
for
It doesn't
two
work like that. You know, your money secures your table
Thank
or
you.
your seat. So at this point, I don't know what will even happen by close of today. I don't know what will happen by close of tomorrow. As for Saturday, you are extremely late.
Out.
Yeah.
Last minute. No last minute things.
No, you see, the way situation is such that we can't accommodate you on the night because we are making preparations for those who are coming. For instance, if you're on the platinum table or diamond table, you are entitled to buffet, right? Now, if you are paying on Saturday evening, you are not part of the buffet. We've not factored you into the whole thing. You get it? So because it's a table set up, we need the numbers to help with planning because we are already far ahead. So if you are not making your payment today or tomorrow, I can't tell. I don't want people to wait and get and see maybe sold out or something, you know. But as it stands now, it's very, 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 very dicey. If you haven't paid, you are almost.
Maybe he's waiting for the person you can't wait to confirm availability, you see.
If you're not careful, you surprise each other.
You'll be there and the other person will be on another table.
Inside, you know, and you couldn't make it. So it's very important.
That's a flyover situation.
You know, that interchange kind of stuff, you know. So you just have to give us a call now, 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973. You don't want to be disappointed.
At all. Now we have heard Ochame Kwame, we have heard Perez Music. Which other artists are joining us for those who just joined the bulletin?
So starting from home, you know, we have our very own DJ Mingle coming in, and DJ Abek, who is also there. You know? And then we have Inchinchim Band. I mean, we know what Inchinchim can do. And we also have Manifest coming through. We have Keche coming in as well. So it's a very busy night.
Now, someone would ask, if I've paid for platinum, what should I be expecting? What would I be served on the Sunday when I come?
So if you've paid for platinum, expect everything and anything goodie. Because you are getting your grills, you are getting your cocktails, you are getting your whiskey, you are getting your champagne, you are getting your Veuve de Venay, you are getting your beers, you are getting your soft drinks, you are getting your water. You get it? I mean...
That's a whole package, man.
Everything.
To last you the rest of the year.
I don't think that if you are planning a party for yourself, you give yourself all these, No. But we are giving all these out. So, and it runs through. So with platinum, with diamond, with gold, with silver, I mean, you're coming in for a real treat.
Very well. I saw there were tables for non-alcoholic ones. Tell us more about that as well.
Yeah, so we have tables for non-alcoholic. You know, this is not a gathering for only those who consume alcohol. So people want to come, but all the 8 members on the table do not take alcohol. So we've made provisions for people like that. I mean, group of friends, families who will be coming together, corporate institutions who are coming together. They don't want any alcohol. You still can have everything that other people are also enjoying. So we have the platinum, the diamond, the gold, the silver, all non-alcoholic versions.
Thank you so much, Fema. We'll see you on Sunday, and it's an all-white affair.
Absolutely. If you can dye your hair white, do so. If you can wear white moke, do so. If you wear white kambu, do so. White jalabia.
I'm still looking for a white...
Jalabia is with Umaru Sanda.
The white trousers I'm getting.
Fema, are you sure it's with Sanda?
Is he sure? Is he sure that my jalabia is not with him? Is he sure?
Sanda, you have to come and answer. Umaru Sanda.
Yes.
Umaru Sanda.
Yeah. Yes. Is he sure my jalabia
is not with him? You have to answer on air so that everybody will know.
Much.
Me baby, I see, say, me better, No, I'm not singing for you.
I'm a better, I'm a better.
Can we ban him from coming to the situation?
No, but Caleb is beside
I'm performing.
Since he came back from Beyond Borders.
Thank you very much.
I'm performing.
Added experience. Value added Caleb.
So, Chale, so the jalabia is white, the turban is white.
Yes,
the singlet is white.
Yeah.
Singlet for Frema.
Continue.
This is also white. It's also white.
It's also white.
I love you.
Frema is wearing white Birkenstock.
Be careful. The place is slippery.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Thank you, Frema, for coming. And that's our show for today. Please log on to citinewsroom.com for more stories. My name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa.
And I am Caleb Kuda.
Thank you very much for doing the listening.